Okay, bros. We are here for your weekly NXT Fix, featuring the ever so popular Bro Ratings. Now, here's your host. Okay, bros! I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and we're here for another episode of your weekly NXT Fix. NXT, as we have heard, is starting a process to rebrand itself. And with that coming, this is going to mean the end of the OK Bros weekly NXT Fix. So enjoy it while it lasts these last few weeks. We got started this week in NXT with in-ring action. Always like when they go right to the in-ring action. And it was none other than the NXT in-ring debut of Mandy Rose. And she was up against the rising star in NXT's women's division, Sarray. Sarray versus Mandy Rose. Fantastic, hard-hitting battle. I mean, Mandy Rose, she's a pro. She's been on the main roster for many years right now. And Sarray, she is clearly an up-and-coming top talent in NXT. Future NXT Women's Champion, in my opinion. And they had such a great match going. Sarray has Mandy Rose up against the ropes, sit down, leaning up against the ropes, and goes for her running missile drop kick. Almost takes Mandy Rose's head off, completely knocks her out of the ring. Immediately, Mandy Rose grabs her face, and both of Mandy Rose's friends, Gigi Dolan and Jessi Jane, cover her with a towel, and they all run away. And Mandy Rose gets counted out. Sarray's your winner in what was a fantastic match, but a terrible ending. I mean, Sarray's dropkick is brutal, and I understand this was meant to put that move over, but counter out, come on. Mandy Rose could have afforded a loss, or if Mandy needed to win, Sarray could have lost. It's not like she's undefeated. But it was still a pretty solid opening match, which we are going to give that one a 7.6 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on. The new NXT logo is shown, and it says, coming soon. We'll see what that's all about in these coming weeks. But we hope for the best, but we have to prepare for the worst, which includes the end of your weekly NXT Fix. Not too many more weeks longer. So, next in-ring action we have Duke Hudson, the 6'5" giant of a man from Australia who is in the NXT Breakout Tournament up against Kyle O'Reilly. That's right, cool Kyle here, showing what he's got, and he delivers another fantastic match. Duke Hudson looked great in the process. You could tell Duke Hudson is a future up-and-coming star. I mean, this guy can easily go right into North American title contention. And Kyle O'Reilly's obviously in the main event scene. But this match, it was all about submissions. Was all about Kyle striking. Duke Hudson would hit the power moves. Kyle O'Reilly did hit that top rope flying knee drop onto the back of the knee of Duke Hudson. Locked in the heel hook, and Duke Hudson tapped out. Kyle O'Reilly's your winner, rightfully so. And with that being said, we're going to give this match a 7.9 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on, we have another in-ring segment, but this time it's an in-ring interview with your brand new NXT UK champion, Ilja Dragunov. When he comes to the ring and he's saying, this is great, this is the greatest day of my life. The mighty Walter has fallen. His empire has crumbled, and long live the Tsar of the NXT UK, Ilja Dragunov. Well, I'm a huge fan of Ilja Dragunov. his matches versus Walter, fantastic. Better than anything in WWE that we've seen recently. Almost better than anything in any company out there that we've seen recently. But this just was unnecessary to do in an in-ring segment. This could have easily done a pre-tape promo package. They didn't really need to trot Ilja Dragunov out there. It did nothing for the NXT fans nor him. Get this guy back on UK. Get him over there. Have him show up and do this in front of their crowd, and that would be perfect. But I think the attempt here is trying to get him over with your NXT Universe crowd. So with that being said, bros, we're going to give this one a 6.5 on the bro ratings. Moving on, in-ring contest is next, and it is Imperium in tag team action. That's right, Fabian Aichner, Martel Barcel versus a new team comprised of Drake, Maverick, and Grayson Waller? Australian guy, kind of goofy, kind of like Grayson Waller's debut, yeah! Well, Drake Maverick, Grayson Waller got whipped. They got a couple moves in, but it was Imperium who hit their Imperium bomb, the diving European uppercut into a power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Imperium's your winners, rightfully so. Pretty much a squash match. Nothing really significant other than that. And with that being said, bros, we're going to give this one a 6.7 on the bro rating. So now, that leads us right in to your 1-minute figure review. Okay, bros, here's your 1-minute figure review. This week, we're looking at the NXT TakeOver figure for No Way Jose. No Way Jose. No Way Jose. No Way Jose. All right, we've pictured him dancing enough in the conga line. No Way Jose, an integral part of NXT's history with his classic button-down shirt, his entrance shirt. I mean, the deco on his pants. I mean, they've got his hair, beard, absolutely perfect. No Way Jose made his NXT debut on April 20th, 2016. This is an awesome NXT TakeOver figure. Very rare, very hard to find. No Way Jose. And we're back! Got a little too excited with the water there. Okay, bros. NXT this week continues. The second half of the show, really, they brought out the big name stars here. We started off in-ring action. Johnny Gargano versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. And this was a fantastic match. Gargano's a pro. L.A. Knight's a pro. Everything you would expect from this match. But what was surprising was Johnny Gargano had Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis at ringside supporting him, yet they kind of distracted him to the point where L.A. Knight hits his stunner cutter move. It's called the BFT. Hits that move. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, L.A. Knight. And that's just a fact of life. Yeah. Big win for L.A. Knight. You could tell L.A. Knight is now going to move into some main event scenes here in NXT, and rightfully so. The guy's fantastic. Charisma out his ass. He's great on the microphone. Great wrestler. Looks good. Speaks well. Everything about L.A. Knight is solid. So with that being said, this match, Gargano versus L.A. Knight, is going to get a 7.9 on the bro ratings. Moving on. Another big-time match here. We have Jessi Kamea, accompanied by Frankie Monet and Robert Stone, and she's up against your NXT Women's Champion, Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Gonzalez. And while Jessi Kamea, I mean, she's a pretty tall girl. She's definitely improving in ring. she is not at title contention level. This wasn't for the championship anyway, but Raquel Gonzalez dominating the match. One of Jessi Kamea's better matches of late. It ended with the one-arm chokeslam powerbomb, the Chingona powerbomb. Raquel Gonzalez gets the 1, 2, 3. Your NXT Women's Champion dominates, gets another big-time win, and a stare-down after the match between Raquel Gonzalez and Frankie Monet. Make that match happen, NXT. So, with that being said, bros, we're going to give that match a 7.4 on the bro ratings. Moving on, Samoa Joe is interviewed, and he says he had a mission to capture the NXT Championship because a precedent had to be set. No one man is greater than NXT's brand or its championship. And that leads us into our next contest. It is Diamond Mine Roderick Strong versus Ikemen Jiro. Ikemen Jiro wants to defend the honor of Kushida and answers Roderick Strong's open challenge. And this match was great. Ikemen Jiro, he can move. He's very quick to, flip some flies around. And Roderick Strong is just the epitome of athleticism. His endurance running around back and forth is maybe topped by none. But in the end, it was Roderick Strong hit the end of Heartaches, the suplex into the backbreaker on Ikemen Jiro after a knee to the face. 1, 2, 3. Roderick Strong's your winner, winning this opening challenge, and I cannot wait for Roderick Strong versus Kushida. Cannot wait. Once Kushida's healthy, make that match happen. We need to see it. So with that being said, this match is going to get a 7.7 on the bro ratings. Moving on. Cameron Grimes is backstage, and his interview was interrupted by none other than the grizzled young veterans. And Cameron Grimes shows them his $1 million championship replica title. And Zach Gibson, James Drake, Gibson especially, just throwing insults at Cameron Grimes. And Cameron Grimes accidentally drops the belt on Gibson's foot. Gibson's freaking out. So let's hope we get a storyline going between these two. But Cameron Grimes is going to need a partner. So who's that going to be? I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks. Which leads us to our main event of the evening. It is Tommaso Ciampa versus Ridge Holland. And this match was fantastic. These two men brutalized each other. Ridge Holland, recently returning from injury, looks like he belongs in main events on NXT. Him and Ciampa worked great together. Obviously, Ridge Holland had Pete Dunne on the outside accompanying him. And he kind of got involved, distracted Ciampa a little bit. Timothy Thatcher not there. He's injured at the moment. But they're brawling in the ring, and they kind of both go over or through the ropes, and now they're brawling on the ring apron. They're just chopping each other. Forearms, kicks, everything. Ciampa gets in the ring, and he's just hitting Ridge Holland with forearms and forearms and forearms. Hits him with a knee through the ropes and gets him in the Willow's Bell. DDT, 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa, big win here. I thought for sure Ridge Holland was going to take this match, but it was after the match. After the match, what happens? Pete Dunne jumps right in there. He's beating down Ciampa. And then who else comes out? None other than Oney Lorcan and the returning Danny Burch. That's right, 1-2. Join Pete Dunne, join Ridge Holland, and they're all four of them are beating down Ciampa. But who comes out? None other than your tag team champions, MSK, come out to make the save. Fantastic match. Great end to the show. That means we're setting up some sort of combination. Pete Dunne, Ridge Holland, 1-2 versus MSK. Ciampa's involved in the mix here. Pretty good feud moving forward, I would say so. Great match. We're going to give that one a 8.1 1 on the bro ratings. So that means that was your match of the night. Tommaso Ciampa versus Ridge Holland. And we had 8 matches or in-ring segments, way too many, giving us an average this week of 7.48. A little up from last week, still not so great. So, before I end this video, and I'm going to put a sock in it until next time, let's get some world famous prediction time. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Here's what we got coming up next week in NXT. We have the in-ring debut of Mei Ying from Tiansha. And she will defeat whoever the hell she's put in there against. And big-time women's match, you're going to see Kaylee Ray. And she will defeat Ember Moon. And then, for your NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, you're going to have Io Shirai and Zoe Stark will defeat Kacy Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. And then, for the NXT Men's Tag Team Championship, MSK will defeat Wani Tui. So there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. We will see you next week for some more NXT Fix. Couple more weeks left to go. Later, bros.